We are the true masters of the Earth sphere.
True death.
What is up, everybody? This is Jay Poet, and this is the man who charms everybody's mama, possibly even yours. Sitting in for my boy Sleepwalker today, man. He has a hurt back from carrying the podcast for so long. So we're just peons trying to fit his shoes. But we are here for the Resident Evil episode. I know it is on everybody's mind because at Resident Evil Village. So we're going to dive into this, man. So I am joined, as always, by my boy A. Shane, Austin motherfucking Shane. What's up, man? How you doing?
Yo, what's up? What's up? Austin Shane, A. Shane, Loose Stain 22. How y'all doing? What podcast? Almost like 32?
Yeah, man, we're coming up on 30. We're on number 29, I believe, right?
Ooh, 29?
Yeah. So this is gonna be an interesting one. We had to kind of switch it up last minute. Like I said, Sleepy has a little issue going on with his back, so we're just gonna go ahead and sit in for him. But the whole reason we wanted to do the podcast today.
Yeah, shout out to Sleep, man. Hope you're feeling better, brother.
Yeah, for sure, man, for sure. But yeah, Resident Evil Village just came out recently, so I know neither one of us has actually played the full game, but we'll go ahead and get started like we always do.
Talking about the one with the tall, like, Dracula lady with the big boobs and butt.
Yeah. The lust of the internet. But anyway, man, as we start off our podcast, awesome, man. What you been playing lately? What you been playing this week?
I actually kind of playing random games. So Jackie and I actually laid down in bed on Mother's Day and played Super Mario a bunch, and then just passed sticks. But I've been playing this is a little kid game. What is it? Dragon Quest Builders 2. It's kind of like a Minecraft set thing, but it's got that Dragon Quest type story behind it.
You've been on a Dragon Quest kick lately. I feel like once they threw it on the Game Pass, you've been on it.
I mean, it's kind of like how Pokemon kind of should be, but you know what I'm saying?
I never played it. I don't even know what it looks like.
Final Fantasy, but cartoony.
And just right on cue, we have a special guest. It's only going to pop in for a second, but we are honored to have you. What's up, Matt?
Yo, what's up, y'all?
Yo, Slug.
Hey, what's up, Luce? How you doing?
What's up, brother? Oh, man, good. What's up with you?
No, not much, man. I just popped out. Thought I would join in. I'm really sad I couldn't be here for the whole show. This is like one of my favorite game series y'all talking about right now. So
I know, man. It sucks that you weren't able to be here.
Well, since he's here now, man, let's just go on and jump into this Resident Evil talk, man. That way we can utilize as much as he can while he's got the time to do it.
Yeah, I hear you. What are you on a 15-minute break, Matt?
Yeah, 15 minutes. I mean, I'm probably gonna make it a 20. To be honest, it's pretty hectic here.
He's got to poop after the 15 minutes, so he'd be fine.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Well, man, I'll tell you what we'll do, Matt. We'll kind of touch on some things, and then me and Austin can circle back around once you have to get off and kind of cover it for our end, I guess. But we wanted to start it off. The whole reason we're doing this is because of Resident Evil Village. I know you and I have played the demo. What was your first reaction? How do you think? I know me and you both are lifelong Resident Evil fans. You even more so than me. So, what did you think about the demo?
Hey, I'll tell you what, man. It's one of those things where, I played 7. I never beat it. I really was kind of like iffy about the whole like switch to first person. It's a scary ass game, but then that's why I never beat it. But this one came out, and I really, really enjoyed the demo. I'll say that much. It was pretty crazy. I think everybody's been saying it, but it's like it's like if 7 and 4 had a baby, like had a love child. Yeah, and that's what it plays like. And from everybody I've heard,
play Resident Evil, that shit's scary. I'm gonna say right now, everybody, I was scarred as a little kid, and I just stayed the fuck away.
Yeah. Hey, man, it almost did that to me. But I'll just say, man, my first impressions, like, I got some stuff coming up this weekend. I don't know if I'll be able to afford to do it this week, but next week for sure, I'm definitely probably going to buy it and go ahead and just jump on the hype train. You know.
Yeah, man, I've been dragging my feet as well, man. It's only 10 hour. It's only a 10-hour game, and I've even seen where people beat it within 7. So, it's a real short game, but it's still the demo blew me away. I loved it, absolutely loved it. It's just like Matt said, he's spot on. It feels like the perfect, beautiful combination between 7 and 4, which is actually kind of interesting to me because they're talking about coming out with that Resident Evil 4 remake here soon. And so,
isn't this new one? But isn't this new one, The Village 2, like supposed to be like the least scariest Resident Evil out of all of the franchise games?
Oh, I don't know about that.
I don't know about that.
That's what
it's pretty spooky. I guess it's because they instead of using like a hulking monster that chases you, it's like a giantess. I don't know how to describe it. Snoo lady. No internet's ablaze about her. I can't even pronounce her name. Lady Dimitrescu.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Too. Well, it's funny to me though, like I think
it's taken away some of the seriousness.
Well, it's funny to me the correlation that they keep making with Resident Evil 4, and with them coming out with the Resident Evil 4 remake here soon, which is the same kind of feel of the game, but also Resident Evil 4 is kind of where they kind of started veering away from the whole zombie concept, and it just became, Jesus Christ, it started. I guess it's not really true because if you think back, the original Resident Evil, there were like sharks and dogs and
there's all zombies,
crazy ass.
Yeah,
but now it's a lot different. Now we have werewolves and like giant vampire bitches. It's just kind of crazy.
Yeah, like it's kind of weird, man. I don't know. Like I know, like Resident Evil 0, which is a prequel to 1. That one had like parasite, like leech monsters. Like it was just like zombies made of leeches.
Village has no like connection with actual Resident Evil.
That's what I'm saying. Like I think it's connected somehow, but it's
more.
I don't think it's not Umbrella anymore.
Like
well,
like I don't know.
Umbrella was gone after Resident Evil 3, though.
Yeah, well, not really.
Still, this is virus, though, man.
Well, there was virus. So officially it was gone, but
y'all played 7, right?
Yeah, I got like halfway through.
Well, so the whole premise of 7 is that bioengineered girl got brought into that family. Where were they? The Baker family, and it was like a little girl, and she was created as like a bioweapon, and they got infected with this like mold/fungus that turned them crazy. You know what I mean? And this is a direct sequel to that. So, and they are all connected. I mean, Chris Redfield's in 7 and in this one. So they definitely are connected, but it's definitely a completely different look at the genre.
But it's like where what Umbrella started it, and this is like the aftermath, because like I'm pretty sure in the story like
of all different viruses though.
It's like well, it's like it dwells more into like Umbrella. The whole thing that made them evil is that they fronted as a pharmaceutical company that everybody like loved Umbrella. But in reality, they were working on like bioweapons, like biological weapons, and that's where like the zombie virus came from, the T virus. But I think it started delving more into all the people that Umbrella was dealing with, like who they were selling this to, and like other people who are creating bioweapons. And I know like that's what I think it's called like the BSAA, the one like Bruce Redfield created or joined, and like the whole goal is to try to destroy all the bioweapons in the world. But it's gotten crazy now. Now there's like instead of it being a zombie virus, it's a fucking werewolf virus or vampire virus, But yeah, I don't know, man. I'm still interested. I think it's just good that it's still like the demo was kind of creepy, like you have to be careful, especially like you're walking through the corn maze or whatever, like the cornfield. You see stuff moving, you can't see him, and then suddenly he just pops out like with a sword, tries to kill you. Like, oh my god!
Yeah, you can see it moving and hear him. That part was creepy. That was kind of nerve wracking for sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you
all right now,
I'm a
bitch
was
on creepy
jump scare game, so I'm done.
Yeah, but if you think about it, man, like those old Resident Evil games, when I was a kid, they were scary as hell, but you go back and play them now, and it's just it's funny. It's just hilarious. Like the worst voice acting ever. And it was all just jump scares.
I'll be jumping when I think a kid's gonna fall and they're just actually tripping on their own foot. Like, oh no, don't bust your head. I mean, that should probably scare the shit out of me.
Yeah.
Hey, so real quick, guys, in the chat, I do not believe, based on what I've looked into, I do not believe 7 actually is a soft reboot. I think 7 is just them shitting the bed. Because no, I'm sorry, not 7. 6 was them shitting the bed. 6 was absolutely horrible. They brought back people who were dead and did all this other stuff. But 7 is a continuation just from a different angle. Resident Evil is really bad about doing this. If you look at the chronological order, you know, Resident Evil 2 and 3 actually are happening at the same exact time. But it's one's following Leon Kennedy and Claire Redfield, and the other one's following Chris Redfield and Jill Valentine. And then
Resident Evil 3. Chris isn't in 3. It's Carlos.
No,
he's not.
He is. Yes,
it's not. Chris is not in 3. I'm telling you right now.
Yes,
Chris Redfield is not in 3. I'll bet $100.
He traveled.
He is not.
He traveled to Europe to investigate Umbrella, and it left Jill behind. And then she teamed up with Carlos Oliveira. He's
not in the game. Like, Chris is not. They talk about Chris, but he's not. He doesn't show up. He does not show up in the game. I've beaten that game 100 times. He does not show up. You're thinking of Code Veronica. Code Veronica, you play as Claire, and Chris shows up at the end, like halfway through. You play as him. I'm telling you, man.
He's in the cutscenes. I watched the videos today.
And maybe at the very end, he's not a playable character. He doesn't show up until.
Well, I didn't say he was playable, but anyway,
yeah.
And then Resident Evil is actually just like 3 months right before 2 and 3. So like the first 4,
yeah,
and then if you throw in 0 in there, the first 0, 1, 2, and 3 are like right at the same time in 1998, and it's like they're like back to back, maybe 3 months apart or whatever. But then once 4 came out, that's when they skipped like 6 years or whatever. But they do jump around a little bit. But it's not technically a soft reboot.
Four other games come out. Resident Evil games come out before 4 came out.
Well, everything that happened in the first 4 or 5 are, and all the rest of them before this are pertinent in this one. Like Chris Redfield's past or whatever is still the same. So they did is they just kind of took a new look at it with that Baker family, and when they finally switched over and started introduced to Ethan Winters, you know what I mean?
So then again, with Resident Evil Village, y'all played it supposedly, so it takes place in like a village type, right?
Right.
It's like a village overran with these type of, I guess.
It's in Romania.
If I'm not mistaken, it's like Ethan at the end of 7.
So
Ethan Winters like saves his wife.
Type shit now.
Well, it's like
don't go to that village because
7. His wife had died. He thought his wife had died. Then he gets a voicemail from her saying like, "Meet me in this house. Like, meet me at this place, at this address." And he goes out there and finds her, but she has that virus in her, and he's trying to save her. And I want to say he saves her at the end of 7, and Chris comes in and rescues him. And then he gets put in like a witness protection thing with his wife, and he has like been training a little bit, with Chris or something like. I don't know if that's true or not, but in this one it's like a couple years later, and then his daughter, they have a daughter together, and then now the daughter gets kidnapped or becomes missing, and he's going to this village to try to rescue his daughter.
Right.
Yeah.
I've never played it, so I'm gonna be acting like that guy who's never played it. Y'all persuade me to play it.
Well, yeah. I will say this. So I played 7. I never beat it, but I did play 7. But I did not like it. I've been a fan of Resident Evil. I've played. Besides all, I didn't play all the offshoots like Matthew did, the Code Veronicas and the Umbrella Academies and all this other shit. But But anyway, I did play all the main storyline Resident Evil games, and when I got to 7. I picked it up. It was on Game Pass. I started playing it right around the Halloween time, and it was scary. It was definitely suspenseful, but it just wasn't the Resident Evil necessarily that I was used to. I wasn't a huge fan, and I know it does kind of pick up a little bit later on in the game. But I will say, playing the demo of this one, like it really did blow me away, man. Like it looks beautiful. It looks just absolutely beautiful, and the gameplay is awesome. The way that they kind of get you entrenched in it, and you know, and it just the way that they're using the lighting and the sounds and everything, like to bring a new level of fear. I think it really just adds to the game.
Yeah, I would say that. Like that's what kind of like I'm gonna go back and beat 7. I have a feeling, because I hear that's a pretty short game. You can beat it if you just, I might just use a walkthrough or something. I don't know, just a real bit to experience it, But this one is like, I noticed in the demo you could play it either way you want. Like if you're smart and if you do a lot of exploring, you'll find enough stuff to craft enough ammo to where if you're good, you can kill all the enemies. Like how 4 was like that. Or you could play it how like classic Resident Evil games are, and you could just like run. Like there's certain parts where you have to kill everybody, but for the most part, you can just run away and find the shit you need, hide, and what do you have to do to win? Which is it's awesome. I love that it gives you a variety of different game styles. However you want to play it.
Yeah. So Austin, speaking of that, if you want to be convinced to play this game. This game is it's been delayed from what I understand, but this game actually is going to be one of Resident Evil's first cracks at making Resident Evil multiplayer. So the whole reverse idea that's coming out, it's sounds dope, but conceptually anyway. Have you heard anything about that, Matthew?
I have not actually. I heard you talk about that earlier.
Yeah, it's called RE.
Play because different people, like different games.
Hey, in the chat he says, or you can fight the toughest enemy in the game, the controls.
No, it's I'll tell you, it's that's the one thing about that's why I don't like it as a first person shooter, man. I don't know. That's the one thing about it. I just don't. They like Resident Evil it never was before. Like RE2 remake and even RE3 remake, that's what they need to be doing. Like those, I don't give a crap. Like those two are like the shit. I love that. That's why I'm excited to see RE4. I wouldn't mind if they did a RE1 remake, like do it with those kind of controls.
And then I don't mind it don't have to be first person. I mean, I've been playing Outriders with Aaron. Shout out to Aaron over there in the chat, bro. But I'll play Outriders. That's a third person.
Oh, Outriders is pretty good. I've seen a little bit of that.
We play Gears together too, Austin. You play third person.
Yeah, Gears. Yeah, Gears third person. I mean, I don't mind that.
So now that we kind of had a little opportunity to talk about Village, I don't want to kick in and get too many spoilers out there for the people who haven't played it yet. And also with me, I do plan. I got a lot going on right now. We got vacations we're planning on, and I've got a backlog of games that I'm trying to beat right now anyway. And so I can't justify the paying $60 for an 8-hour game, but I am eventually going to get it, and I am eventually going to beat it just because it's a Resident Evil title. But
when you get it, it'll be on Game Pass.
Yeah, probably so. But Resident Evil, man, it is a big game. There are 8 main titles, and there are
it's a big franchise.
There are a crap ton of little offshoots. Matthew would know better than me, but there's and I was joking earlier. I was joking earlier when I said Umbrella Academy. Obviously, it's Umbrella Chronicles.
Yeah, that's why I laughed. It's a good show.
They have Outbreak and Dead Aim and Survivor and Code Veronica. There's even a Resident Evil Gaiden.
Resident Evil Gaiden for the Game Boy Color. It's like an RPG.
There's so many just like little offshoots. It's just kind of crazy. But all right, before we move on to this, I do got to talk about this. Have you ever seen the thirst be so real that it's so funny to me? Because I was listening to shout out to Kind of Funny Games Daily, man. I listen to their podcast every day, and they were talking about how Lady D over here, I can't even pronounce her name either, man. So I feel you, Lady Dimitru or whatever her name is. she was not even a main character. She wasn't like someone that was going to be central to the storyline, and they used her in a trailer or something, and people went nuts about it. And so they had to go back and change the game a little bit to make her have a little bit more of a focus. And she still isn't, to my understanding. I think she's like, without spoilers or whatever, I think she's just like one of the first bosses. I don't think she's necessarily central to the whole story. But it's the thirst is real. Like, I never thought it reminds me of Game of Thrones when Tormund fell in love with Brienne of Tarth. You know what I mean? It's like,
Yeah.
in love with the large woman. You know what I mean? Like, I never thought you would see so many people like lusting after a 9-foot tall vampire bitch. It's just kind of crazy.
I'm gonna have to jump off here just a second, but I did want to say you should just look it up. I saw this last night. They already started modding this game, like immediately.
Oh yes, I know what you're about to say.
Somebody modded. They changed the knife into like a fly swatter. You're just walking around slapping her on the ass.
Do you see the one where they changed?
Just keep running in circles.
Do you see when they changed all the Lycans to Barneys?
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah,
Hey,
like they're already.
Yo, real quick, Matt. I'm gonna rapid fire you real quick before you have to leave. Okay.
Okay.
Give me your top 3 Resident Evil titles. What are your 3
top
favorites?
3? RE2 Remake's my first by far. Then probably Resident Evil 2, like there's the original one. And then I would have to say my third one would probably be RE1 Remake.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
What about your favorite Resident Evil villain?
I'll be honest, man. I always liked Mr. X, dude, the Tyrant. Like, he was always. I remember Resident Evil 2 is when I've like really, really fell in love with the series.
Yeah, I was about to say Mr. X is in Resident Evil 2.
Yeah, and the original Resident Evil 2, like that was. I didn't even know there was 2. Like, I remember beating the first. Like, you get like scenario A and B, and I beat the first scenario, and I was like, oh, I beat the game. The ending was kind of lackluster, and then it's like, oh wait, you can play it again from the other person's shoes, and then like, yeah, Mr. X is like hunting you down. That was like scared the crap out of me when I was little, but it was like in a good way. Like, I love the way they just did it. Like, he is very imposing, and then like he was basically the precursor to Nemesis. Like, they just used it like that thing, but made him more stronger, and that's what Nemesis was.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'd have to say he was always just been my favorite villain. Like, you think you got him, and then he just keeps coming back. And then I can't remember what he says. Like, hey, stuff going this or something. The dialogue's just fantastic. Don't shoot, I'm a human.
I would say mine's pretty close to yours, Matt, because me and you fell in love with Resident Evil at the same time. But Resident Evil, the original Resident Evil 2 was what got me hooked on Resident Evil for sure. I always have fond memories of Resident Evil 3 as the first time we got to see Nemesis, and I was just like, oh my god, it was so badass. And then actually, I think my third one, I haven't played any of the remakes, but I think my third one's definitely Resident Evil 5.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun with that.
I really enjoyed that game. Like, it was really cool. Like, when they went back to Africa and found those flowers, the Stairway to the Suns or whatever, where the progenitor virus came from, and it just kind of like tied it together, and like Chris.
Oh, and it was co-op.
Yeah, the first co-op one. Chris Redfield came back and he was swole, and it was just like. It was. Yeah. I just love Resident Evil 5. That's definitely one of my top.
Yeah, for sure. That would definitely be like my fourth one. I remember me and Goldberg. We played we like completely defeated that game, dude. We went back, got all the collectibles. We had all the guns of like it was just. It got to the point where it was just like there's nothing else left for us to do. We just keep playing and killing stuff, try to get higher scores, like higher ranks. That was like all we had left to do was try to S rank everything.
Well, and along with that, one of my favorites, besides Nemesis, obviously, because he was one of the first ones, but the one of the most constant enemy in the game is Wesker. And in Resident Evil 5, this motherfucker ended up with Dragon Ball Z powers, and you know what I mean? Like, he was just so hard up. He was so hard up in that game.
Don't they shoot him in a volcano? That's how they kill him. They drop him in a volcano.
Yeah, they end up the last fight. Well, it's funny because every single Resident Evil game rather ends with them killing the main boss with a rocket launcher, or they do self-destruct or wherever they're at. Like the whole place that
Oh,
they're
yeah.
sitting at blows up. Every single
That
game
always
is the same.
happens. It's
Every
always like
main-
that. Yeah.
Every main villain gets shot with a rocket launcher. It's kind of crazy.
Or something gets nuked. Yeah, like yeah. I'll say that. Yeah.
Sleep is saying
like-
his boss is Nemesis.
Yeah. Nemesis is just,
Yeah.
he's just classic, man. He's just so classic.
Oh, he's pretty dope. I'm glad they put him in that Marvel vs. Capcom. But you know what? Hey, I gotta jump off here, guys. I gotta get back to work. But thanks for having me.
All right, Matt. Man, thanks for stopping by, brother. I appreciate it.
Heck yeah, man. Yeah. I hope the podcast goes well, y'all.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Appreciate it, brother.
We getting it.
All right, y'all. Peace out.
Yes, sir, man. Later. Slug.
So, Austin, man, I know that you said that you played some of the early ones and it kind of scared you a little bit. And you kind of stayed away from it. But of the ones that you have played, which one would you say was your favorite?
Man, I'd have to say the OG one with Nemesis. What was it? 3?
Resident Evil 3.
Because I mean, that's kind of like the first one I've like watched somebody play, and that's like the only one I kind of played. So I mean, thank God they got different video games out because my bitch ass, I was like 8 years old, creepy ass house. You be down in the basement and everything. Next thing you know, you check behind you and you run up the stairs as fast as your ass can and look behind you again before you turn the light off type shit. Yeah. Nope.
They definitely have the whole making a giant mansion creepy as hell. They have that down for sure.
Yeah, no, I mean, that's not my preference in video games. I mean, I know a lot of people like it, and I'm not hate because there's a lot of games I like that nobody else likes. And again, that's why I'm on here because, I want to see the take of it. Again, yeah, being older, I'm not that bitch no more. But yeah, I mean, there might be something I could get into. Like you said also earlier, you still have a bunch of back catalog games you want to play that you haven't beat yet. And I mean, that's the same with me. Like I've really been kind of going back and forth with a bunch of different games. And, like again, somebody's on, they're playing a different game. I mean, I've really kind of stayed off Call of Duty. That Call of Duty to me has kind of really just got boring lately.
Oh yeah, I'm done. As you know, as all too well, man. I'm done with Call of Duty for the moment too. I'm actually done with multiplayer shooter multiplayers until Halo comes. That's when I'm going to make my great resurgence when Halo comes back.
I'm done with repetitive games, man. That's why I've been playing these different games. Like I've spouted off to you when we just talk our daily lives and everything. And
yeah,
I mean, like you, man. I'm not nothing personal. You COD players or nothing because I mean I'm 1-2. I can hop back on and whoop some ass, but I'm gonna bust that nut on Halo.
Yeah, man, absolutely. No disrespect to any Call of Duty players. I mean, we are Call of Duty players. Let's not kid ourselves. I mean, if it wasn't for Call of Duty, 2 Death wouldn't even exist. So so shout out to Call of Duty for sure. I mean, but for me, man, like in Austin, man, like you said, in our daily lives, me, you, and Sleep, we all went and got Monster Hunter Rise together. We were actually going to be streaming it tonight, but we're going to have to push that back for a different day. But I want to play it. And here I am, you know the grind, dude. Austin, you're just like me. You got even more kids than I got. So it's just like, full, job, got kids. I'm running a business on the side. It's just like, Jesus Christ. So, so it's hard, man. But, for me, I wanted to play this Monster Hunter Rise. I just got that PlayStation 4 last year. And I've been really wanting to play some of the exclusives because I feel like I've been missing out on some of these great exclusives.
Then you got
the God of Wars, the Horizon Zero Dawn.
Then you get exclusives on Xbox, and it's just like, what the fuck do I play?
Oh yeah, and my wife got me the Assassin's Creed, and I'm probably 10 hours into it, and I just kind of stopped because
you probably got another 100 hours of it.
yeah, I do, and plus I got the PlayStation, so I've really been. The God of War is one of my favorite series ever, so I want to be.
And then you still got Spider-Man too, don't you?
I do have Spider-Man. I'm almost through with it though. We've played through it pretty well. But
cool.
And it's awesome. I never played the Miles Morales, but even given all of that, I know I do have a backlog of games. But this Resident Evil Village, I'm definitely going to be picking it up. Like I really am.
Hey, to each their own.
There's all kinds of cool stuff. Like Austin and I were talking before the podcast, where we both kind of were looking up kind of history of Resident Evil videos and all that kind of stuff in preparation for the podcast or whatever. And I found out all kinds of really like the lore of Resident Evil is much deeper than I think what most people realize. You know what I mean?
Yeah, taking
there-
place in different countries in different areas too. It's not like a sole destination like a lot of video games take place in.
Well, I mean, and there's lore that happens that's not in the video games. And Matthew would
Yeah.
know way better than me because he's really a connoisseur of this stuff. But like it all started back in the 60s. You know what I mean? They have all these millionaires that came in and got all this stuff, and the birth of Umbrella and how they came to be in power. And by the time that we get the first game, it's already 1998. You know what I mean? So that's
They're already full
almost 40.
fledged.
Yeah, it's 40 years into the story, into the lore. So it's just like there's a lot there that they could go back and revisit and redo. And I really wish that they actually made the Resident Evil movies like good. Like I remember like the
Fall
first
under like a dimensional structure.
It's so stupid, dude. I don't even get me started on that shit. But the first Resident Evil movie I actually enjoyed just because I was giddy that there was a Resident Evil movie. But
Well,
then you start watching all the other ones. You're just like, stop it. Just.
but that's
just-
kind of what
just
they
stop it.
always do, man. That's like the Saw movie, man. Like the original one was like, holy shit. And maybe the next 2 or 3 ones was good, but then after that, I was like, this is just off the fucking wall.
Yeah, and Resident Evil's starting to get that way, and I think they probably made the decision somewhere around 4 when they, everything kind of changed, going away from the virus. I mean, from the zombies or whatever. I think they just probably figured zombies are kind of played out. It's the same reason why you don't see a whole lot of zombie movies anymore. We had that heyday where there was like every movie was a zombie movie, everything was about zombies, and now you really don't see it that often. So I think they're just trying to kind of change with change with society or whatever, and what's hot and what's popular. So they're just.
I'll agree with you. Yeah, it's been more different, like mythological or folklore-y things, because a lot of things you see now, like you said, are kind of like fairy tale type things, should I say, and like superhero, like supernatural type of, things now.
Yeah, and it's also just people, and I think that's kind of what makes a lot of these games scary. I think that a lot of people are scared of human, like things that are human, and then the capabilities of those people losing their shit. So, like for instance, this is completely off topic, but we're gonna ride it because fuck it, this is my podcast. We watched a movie last night called Unhinged.
To death?
We watched a movie last night called Unhinged, and it has. It's on Amazon Prime, and you got to go watch it, dude. Russell Crowe, like, evidently gained a whole bunch of weight for it. He's huge, but it's all about road rage, and like it's just a very simplistic movie. But the reason why it's so scary is because it's realistic. You can see somebody losing their shit and doing this kind of stuff. You know what I mean? And for me, that's kind of the direction that the Resident Evil's kind of going. That makes it kind of appealing to people, is that it's not this fake ass zombie stuff. It's actually people who are just have lost it, because there really are funguses out there that can invade animals and take over their brain and make them do shit. That's actually a real thing. So
I mean, that's true. It's like Lyme disease with wild animals.
Yeah, I mean, so it's crazy. We were watching it not too long ago about a fungus that takes over ants or whatever. But
I've seen that shit, and them motherfuckers be dead, but still like moving and everything.
Yeah, it's crazy, dude. Resident Evil.
I've seen that shit.
This man Sleep said that they must keep.
Oh, they
the
crystallized.
He says they must keep the T virus in a plastic cup sitting on a wobbly chair.
Well, what about the G virus though?
Well, there's all kinds of stuff, man. So they had the Progenta virus, they've had the T virus, they've had the G virus, and then in Code Veronica, they had one. I wish Matt was here to answer this, because I know he would know it. There's another type of virus that they had that they were trying to put into the oceans or whatever, and like, for the oceans to do it or whatever. So there's a whole bunch of different renditions of this virus, and then of course the ones that are affecting the Baker family in Resident Evil 7, and then continuation into Resident Evil 8 is a little bit different. Now, I haven't played all of 8, so I don't understand where the fuck werewolves come from and where giant vampire ladies come
True
from.
Bloods.
Right, so I don't know where all that came from this virus, but you know, it's definitely kind of morphed and moved into that. So it's one of the, if I had to peg some of your top video game series or whatever, I think you'd be remiss if you didn't add Resident Evil at least in your top 5 or top, between top 5 and top 10. I mean,
even though I haven't played it, it would be. Even though I haven't played it, I'm gonna be honest with you. It would be in my top 10 just because of the following. And I mean, I know tons of people who love Resident Evil, and it's like, dude, remember that kid Cody Berry?
No.
That lived with us at one time? Dude, he was like 3 years younger than I was. I was like 12. He was 9. And this kid would sit there up all night playing Resident Evil. And again, my bitch ass is still scared to play that damn game.
Well, I tell you one that I've heard people talking all kinds about is the VR version, the Resident Evil in VR. Like, I would love to play that. I would love to do it. See, I eat that shit up though. I really like that.
Yeah, you better put you better use them gym mats you have to make a damn like cube around your ass. Next thing you know, you're jumping out of nowhere for real. There's a wall there. Thankfully, it's padded.
And I swing and accidentally hit my kid,
or your TV, or fucking your wife, or some shit. Now that man, all right. Again, off topic. So Ollie, Jackie and I had to do some errands and everything. Well, our babysitter fell through, so we had to take the kids with us and everything. And it was just kind of like we was both kind of ashamed because Ashton's walking out, so he's kind of like running around, but he ain't that good on his feet. Well, he's trying to get off the couch. Well, he slipped off the couch and kind of bumped his head on the floor. Well, thankfully, he bumped his head on the floor to where there was a blanket there, so he just got a little, rug burn on his forehead. I'm, parent. God, oh my God. I pick up Ollie from his school, and he's got a black eye.
Whoa. Wow.
Him and some other kid bumped their heads and everything playing on the playground.
Okay.
So Jackie and I was like, what the fuck are we going to do? We got one kid with a black eye and one kid that looks like he's got a busted forehead.
Well, bro, I know how it is, but both of my girls are so rough and tumble and climbing and falling. Like, their legs, if you look at their shins, it looks like me and Tamara beat them with bamboo sticks. Like, it's absolutely ridiculous. But
yeah, it's just nuts.
Yeah, I mean, you always got to worry in today's world, though. But
yeah. So I can't be worrying about getting scared in a damn video game.
No, we're worried about right now. We're about to take this trip to Florida. We're flying, and lo and behold, we get Southwest, and didn't even know it until after the fact that they're one of the most stringent on the face mask stuff for the virus, which is good, but it's 2 years and up. So Aurora just turned 2 in January.
Oh man!
And if anybody don't know, I know some people watch on Facebook and see how cute and beautiful she is and stuff. But I'm gonna tell you right now, Rory don't give a fuck. She's a no limit soldier, and she's gonna do whatever she wants to do. She's wild. She's a wild child. So like, I'm really interested on how we're going to go about having her on this plane and having her wear this mask and not get kicked off our damn plane. And not have to drug our children, you know what I mean? So it's just like, we've been working with her and like just hoping it works.
So let me ask you this: you got that? So are you allowed to be on the plane and travel by plane? Do you have the new ID?
So that actually is not until like October or something like that, or November.
Cool.
Yeah, we looked into it. I want to go get it. I actually went and got, I had to get a new copy of my birth certificate and all this stuff because I was planning on going to get it. But then once we start looking into it, it's not until the end of the year. So, but after the end of this year, you'll have to if you're from Kentucky.
All right.
But,
Back to video
yeah, man.
games.
Yeah, back to video games. But yeah, man. I'm
Hey, a little FYI for everybody listening out there about traveling.
But yeah, man, this Resident Evil title, Village, really blew me away. We did a podcast about this actually when they first revealed it, or it was part of the podcast that we did.
Yeah.
And Sleep and I covered it or whatever. And at the time, I was very skeptical, but that was also coming off of playing number 7 and not leaving number 7 being impressed. So, we started playing number 7, and I just wasn't feeling it, man. I just couldn't get into it. It was too much hiding and too much bitch shit. I'm trying to fight. I'm trying to. Screw this freaking guy in a wife beater walking around like I'm gonna fight him. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to run and hide from him the whole time. But so I was very skeptical when they dropped the trailer for 8. It looked kind of video gamey, I guess you could call it. But after playing the demo, dude, I really am gonna pick it up. I just don't know when. Like I said, we got this vacation coming up. We got a whole bunch of events and shit that's gonna be happening in June. We're working on all kinds of different content for you guys. So like June's going to be chock full of shit for us. So
Too damn busy, man. Trying to make y'all happy.
Man, I'm telling you, we've been busy. So I don't have very much time to play video games in general. I mean, hell, my wife got me an Oculus for my birthday, bro, and I've probably played it 4 times, 5 times total since March. So like I just don't have the time, So, but
I already know what you're talking about, man.
I eventually am going to get it, but I got to get caught up to y'all bitches in Monster Hunter Rise before I can move on to anything else. I'm trying to beat the elite at the very least. Beat these village quests and beat this game. If I don't clear out all the hubs, whatever. But I'm trying to catch up.
Hey, but like Sleepy was telling us. I had an earlier podcast and earlier stream of Monster Hunter. The hub quest is where you would get your HR, your hunter rank up.
Yeah.
Everything's different from, but like I was telling you earlier too, when you go in and you're just playing by yourself, then put it in to where like anybody can sit there and join your party, because a lot of times I'll sit there and click on a monster I need to hunt, and it will put me in somebody else's party. By the time I get to the damn monster, they already defeated it. Well, guess what? I passed that mission.
Oh, nice. Well, it's really funny. I was telling you guys in our group chat that we have, like, I go and play these village quests, and I'm bumping my chest. I'm feeling like I'm a world beater. You know what I'm saying? I'm walking in, making these monsters my bitch. I'm walking in, killing them with ease and all this kind of stuff. And then I flip around and try to play a hub quest on less stars, mind you. So I'm on HR4 on village quest, but I'm on 3 on the hub quest. And I play these hub quests, bro, and these monsters are humbling me up so quickly. And and I am playing by myself. It's like you said, I'm not really I'm not playing with a bunch of randoms. If I'm playing, I'm trying to play with my boys. But I need to start because I'm trying to come across these monsters solo, and they are humbling me up real quick. They're giving me
that's the thing about Monster Hunter 2. Online play, hub quest is quest for you to play with other hunters. It's not a solo dolo thing like village quests are. Like, you're going to play a hub quest, you need to play with a party.
Well, we're definitely going to get caught up. We're going to see how the maestro himself, Sleepy's feeling tomorrow. I think we may try to hop in, at least get an hour and a half in on the stream for tomorrow if you're available, Austin. We'll have to see how everybody's feeling, and get that out there, because we've been catering to our Facebook family for a long time, just because that's where all of our followers are. We're less than 100 followers away from that 5,000 mark on Facebook, so we're yeah. So we've been pushing all of our content there, but man, I tell you, it's really funny. We talk to these young kids these days, and I'm always out and about, promoting 2Def everywhere I go. So I run into these kids, and I'm like tell them about it. They're like, "Oh, cool. Where can I look you up?" Da, da, da. I'm like, "Well, we mainly do stuff on Facebook. Here's the data." And they're like, Facebook's for old people." I'm like, "Damn."
Mm,
But
oh well.
yeah, so I'm old.
Hey, it's
but-
like I told you that story a month ago when I walked into GameStop and everything, and was getting fucking Monster Hunter Rise, bro. For real, like I was like, he's like, can I help you? And you could tell he was a little different or whatever. And then I was like, yeah, let me get this. He's like, all right, here, blah blah blah. I got this. This is the last thing. Let me tell you, it's a store. The case that you got is the display case. I can cellophane wrap it so you get all your money back when you bring it back. I'm like, I'm playing this shit, bro. Why are you gonna fucking seal it up? Well, he kind of got in conversation, and I said something to him about 2Def. Before he completed my order, he got on his phone, looked up 2Def, and joined the group.
My man, what was his name again?
I don't fucking know.
Hey, shout out.
Sorry, dude. Sorry to GameStop guy. Yeah, sorry.
GameStop guy.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't remember your name, but yeah, but like you said, bro, 2Def is a thing, and that's the thing. He needs a socialism.
Oh yeah. We gonna keep growing, man. It's been awesome. We're trying to get all this content out, so we are definitely going to start. I think what we're going to start doing from here forward. We were actually going to do it today, but plans change. But we're going to start doing our podcast here on Facebook. We're still going to do our Dungeons and Dragons streams on Facebook and all that good stuff. We'll still stream here, but I think what we're going to start doing is following the podcast. We're going to start streaming on Twitch. And
Cool.
we're going to we're going to go ahead and start getting our Twitch up and running and get moving because that's really
Step the level up.
Yeah, we want to go ahead. We're already level up here on Facebook, so I want to go and get affiliate over on Twitch and go ahead and start getting.
Hey, don't waste that extra XP, bro. Go on and level that shit up.
But it's going to be interesting, man. It's going good, man. I tell you, I'm blown away. I'm really blown away by all of the love and support, man. Like people's come out of the woodwork to support us.
Jeremiah's over here on about you should stream up on YouTube.
Yeah, it's true, man. And I'll tell you what, with Facebook, one of the main reasons that we started with Facebook, other than it's easier to be able to share our memes and share our content amongst groups of like-minded individuals, it's a lot easier. You deal with some of these other TikToks and Instagrams and Twitters. It's all hashtag this, hashtag that. It's freaking ridiculous. But when Mixer was bought by Facebook Gaming, I was really like, boom, right there. That this is going to be the up and coming streaming platform out there. Which it hasn't worked out to be that way quite yet. I mean, there's still some money to be made there, but I get what you're saying, Jeremiah. We well, with YouTube, man, we I'm not trying to give any spoilers or whatever, but we made quite the investment in ourselves, and we are chugging full steam ahead with some amazing content. Shout out to Divine Noir Media Group, working with us, man.
Sir.
Those guys are professionals, man. They're masters of the craft. It's an honor working with them, man. We're having a lot of fun with it. So we got a lot of awesome content that's going to be coming out on YouTube. We'll definitely have to start looking at streaming on YouTube too, man. YouTube's just so crazy. Like everything gets flagged on YouTube. I'm not trying to, what I'm saying? Like you play some Nintendo.
Oh, I said fuck. Damn.
Yeah, right. And you play some Nintendo music. Next thing you know, your whole damn stream shut down. It's ridiculous.
Copyright infringements.
But we're gonna start branching out, especially as we keep growing and we start getting more people in the mix and wanting to help with content and help with things. Shout out to Matt, man. He's in the process of working on some stuff for his own show that we're gonna start pushing off. We got a lot of stuff going on.
Dope.
So it's only up from here, bro. The future's looking bright.
That's what's up, man. 2Def's grown, bro, since the beginning. Like you share daily or yearly, should I say, from we was sitting in a damn garage,
Yeah, the old LAN parties in Austin's garage, bro. We've come a long way from there, haven't we?
Fuck. Too long. And that's why 2Def is booming now.
Man, the vision is coming to fruition, man. I'm really loving it.
That's the thing people need to understand is Two Def, y'all out there listening, Two Def is visionary. You know, everybody, anybody, whoever you are, you know, join the group, anything. Everybody's out there for everybody. We're a community. That is
Yeah,
Two
man.
Def. That's what
One
he has built.
100%, man. That's what it's all based on as a community. I don't look at people as rivals or rival companies doing the same thing we're doing or whatever. I want them in the fold. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, shout out to Bourbon State Gaming, man. You know, just the other day, you know, they're also an esports company here, and Jeremy Tyler, man, he's a cool cat. And you know, a lot of people would view them as a rival. You know what I'm saying? But man, we had a Smash Brothers tournament, which is very much their wheelhouse. Is
Yep.
they have the Smash Brothers tournaments on lock here locally, all the way out to Eastern Kentucky, and they're a big deal, man. They're really some of the best in the business. But man, we
I
had that
mean, look
Smash
in
Brothers
Control
tournament.
Point too, dude. You know, Control Point.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
their own thing. They look out for Two Def.
Oh, yeah. Control Point's one of our first ever partners, man. Shout out to Donnie over there at Control Point, man. They're doing big things too. But what I was saying about, you know, Bourbon State, man, is not only did they not, you know, see this up and coming company, because this is back, you know, over a year ago, as this rival that we need to snuff out and smash or whatever, not support. They sent their guys over and they played in the tournament, and they, you know, gave us points and tippers and all that kind of stuff. So it's just like, you know, I'll never view them as some type of adversarial relationship, man. We're all in this together. The more success Bourbon State has, the more success Two Def has. The more success Control Point has, the more success Nerd Nation has. And, you know, the more success Rec Bar has, the more success Two Def has. So it's just, you know, all of it's a community, man. And at the end of the day, it's all about building. I really want Louisville to be a hub for gaming and nerd culture. Like, you know, back in the day, I don't know if you remember back when like Ear Ecstasy was here and all this shit. And it was like the Keep Louisville Weird movement was all over. And you know, it was, you know, it was a really awesome time in Louisville, and it was just the culture of the city. And you know, that's what I'm wanting to capture with this, because there are a lot of good there's a lot of good gamers here, man. There's some cats. Shout out to Pizzo, man. Like there's some people who are good at these games, and once we start growing and getting these best of Louisville tournaments cracking, and start fielding our own esports teams and all
You
the
shout out to
stuff.
Pizzo.
Shout out to Pizzo, man.
Yeah, that dude. Hey, that motherfucker is good at some shit, bro.
I've seen him do some ridiculous shit on some of
Like,
these
I
shooter games,
don't
bro.
know what this little. I don't know what he be doing, but yeah, Pizzo, bro. Whew, buddy.
I mean, we got some bangers now, man. Shout out to Adam and Tyler and Dominique. We got a nice little squad just ourselves without even
Adam,
throwing
Tyler,
any tournaments.
Dominique, Cod. I mean, Adam looked like
Chris.
he be hitting it on Battlefield. Chris be hitting it on Warfare.
Yo, I'm trying to see if Benji over here, Jeremiah Gibson, is he gonna hop on this Halo with us or not when it comes out? That's what I want to know.
Oh no. Probably gonna be firefighting, not arena. No, I'm playing.
No, man. I'll tell you, Jeremiah, man. Shout out to the Dungeon Master, the Two Def Dungeon Master. He, I met him back when I was in college, bro. Like we're talking 2005, and oh man, I was talking about if you're going to get the new Halo and play with us. Me and Jeremiah, bro, we used to run through some shit. And shout out to Goldie too, man. We used to run through some shit. Lunchbox and Caboose. We had a nice little squad there in Cumberland, bro. And I'm really looking forward to kind of hitting this resurgence in this Halo Infinite, man. I'm excited.
Yeah, I am too. I mean, I still enjoy 5. I still enjoy all the Halo games. I mean, I'm be honest with you. I mean, 4, 5, I enjoy them all. I mean, Halo's Halo. You're not getting anything different. You're getting a Halo game. You know,
yo, to be honest, Jeremiah, he said, I never even knew Lunchbox and Caboose's real names. Bro, they live right down the hallway from me, and I never knew their real names either. I remember Lunchbox. Lunchbox was like the biggest nerd-looking guy ever, and he had such a fine girlfriend. It was so funny.
Hey, see what I mean? Shout out to the nerds, bro. Bitches know where the money's at. I'm playing. Not to mean anything derogatory, you know. It's just y'all listen to rap. Shut up.
Well, guys, listen, man, we're right up at our hour, so we're gonna go ahead and call it a day. Normally we would be streaming right after this, but we're gonna potentially postpone that until tomorrow. See how the maestro is feeling. See if he's ready to
Yeah,
walk through
the
some
top
dreams
hunter.
tomorrow. Yeah, man. So we're gonna see what's up. We're gonna try to stream tomorrow. But make sure you guys stick around. Make sure you are along for the ride and buckled up in your seatbelts because we are about to take off in the next 6 months, man. We got a lot of investments that are going to start showing their face here soon, and you guys want to get on the train before it runs you over, baby. So make sure you go and follow us on all of our social medias, man. We have pretty much any of them out there, from TikTok to YouTube to Instagram to Twitter to Facebook, man. So and Twitch. So make sure you hop on there and follow us. Just give us a follow, man. We're gonna have a lot of interesting content coming out soon. It's going to be a little bit different than what maybe you guys are used to from us, but we're going to continue to bust out the podcast and bust out the streams and the Dungeons and Dragons and the
Two Def gets so big. We'll open a OnlyFans page with a fat boy sitting there eating donuts, playing a game, ladies. Yeah.
Hey, look, y'all need to look up our boy Dingy over here, man. It looks like he's about to start streaming some Resident Evil 8 tonight. So he got some new mics to test out. So y'all head on over to Dingy. I'll post his a link to his page on the 2Def page today after the podcast. Go check him out, man. If you guys are tuning in because you're a Resident Evil fan and you really want to check out some of the gameplay from 8, man, check out Dingy. He's gonna be playing it tonight. So but that being said, guys, I appreciate everybody coming out. Austin, man, I appreciate you. Sleep, I appreciate you, man, even though you're not feeling well. For having me. Running the ones and twos in the background, man, even though you ain't feeling good. I really appreciate it, man. And one love to all you guys, and we'll see y'all soon.
Yes, sir. 2Def.